WWE Saturday Night's main event results. Cody Rhodes defeats Kevin Owens. Cody Rhodes did enough to defeat Kevin Owens and retain the undisputed WWE Championship, but the celebration was short-lived. Owens attacked Rhodes after the Saturday Night's main event show went off the air and performed a piledriver on the champion. Rhodes did not move after the attack and had to be carried out of the arena on a stretcher. With Rhodes laid out in the middle of the ring, Owens picked up the Winged Eagle Championship and began taunting the crowd. As Owens was headed backstage, he was approached and shoved by Paul, Triple H, Levesque. The confrontation was first seen by fans in the arena who shared the footage on social media. Cody Rhodes to achieve rare WWE accolade at WrestleMania 41. Cody Rhodes is set to join 5 other stars in achieving a very rare accomplishment in WWE. Set to put the Undisputed Championship on the line against John Cena at WrestleMania 41, the American Nightmare will once again main event the show, as it has been confirmed that his match will close out the weekend. As this will be Rhodes' 3rd year in a row in the main event of the show, the Undisputed Champion will join a select few who have repeated this accomplishment. As part of a WrestleMania stats report, Fightful notes that Hulk Hogan, Triple H, The Rock, John Cena and Roman Reigns are the other stars who have 3 consecutive main events to their names. The records for each respective star are as follows. Cody Rhodes has WWE Hall of Famers support ahead of WrestleMania match. If Cena defeats Rhodes at WrestleMania, he will win a 17th World Championship and will be recognized by the company as the most successful superstar in history, surpassing the long-standing record originally set by Ric Flair. In a recent interview, Ric Flair gave his thoughts on the match and why he wants Cody Rhodes to emerge as the victor. Ahead of WrestleMania, Drew McIntyre has also issued a reminder to the fans who are coming to Las Vegas for the show. WWE WrestleMania 41, will John Cena end Cody Rhodes' reign? WWE WrestleMania 41 is just a few days away, and the match set to headline Night 2 will see arguably the greatest of all time, John Cena, lock horns with the American Nightmare and current WWE Champion, Cody Rhodes. This year's Elimination Chamber PLE saw the 16-time World Champion do the unthinkable when he cheap-shotted Rhodes and aligned himself with the final boss, The Rock. Since then, Cena has been serenaded with chants of, "John Cena sucks," every time he's made a WWE appearance. As hard as it might be to believe for those of us who grew up during the 2000s and 2010s, the once beloved superhero who encouraged kids to show hustle, loyalty, respect, and never quit has now flipped the script. In his final year as an active wrestler, John Cena has become WWE's ultimate villain. Alas, the guy who used to be a role model for the masses will now saunter into the showcase of immortals as a bitter, broken, and vengeful vet, motivated by exacting what can only be assumed as his own perceived form of justice. Nowadays, Cena claims the WWE Universe has done nothing but steal and take from him during his 20-plus year tenure. At this year's WrestleMania, John Cena has the opportunity to take something from the WWE fans, the prestigious WWE Championship. Will he walk out of WrestleMania 41 as the record-setting 17th World Champion? Read this article to find out why it might not be such a bad thing if he does. John Cena gets to pass the torch. Whether you love him or hate him, John Cena has held the title of the face of WWE for many years. You probably won't hear anyone call him the greatest technical wrestler of all time, but when it comes to cutting promos or ripping someone on the mic, big match John is second to no one. It's that impeccable timing and delivery mixed with an unrivaled amount of charisma that makes him one of the greats. Safe to say that same charisma has made it a lot easier for Cena to cross over into Hollywood. You'd be hard-pressed nowadays to find someone who hasn't seen John Cena on a McDonald's commercial, heard a voiceover, or saw a feature film with him in it. While it might get tiring to tune into SmackDown week after week and not be graced with the presence of one of the world title holders, Cena being Mia every other week as WWE Champion may force the company to put the spotlight on a popular up-and-coming star. A star who could eventually defeat Cena for the title and solidify said WWE superstar is a pretty big deal. WrestleMania 41 massive media attention and crossover appeal. For anyone who may not know, WrestleMania 41 is not scheduled to be the event in which John Cena has his last. Cody Rhodes pushes for WWE to induct former superstar into Hall of Fame. Cody Rhodes wants to see his brother honored, and if it were up to him, Dustin Rhodes would have a spot in the WWE Hall of Fame. Many fans have talked for a long time about Rhodes going into the WWE Hall of Fame. They point out that he worked for WWE for over 15 years. Even though he's now working for AEW, which makes it less likely he'll get into the Hall of Fame soon, his brother is still saying he should be honored. Other well-known wrestling people, like Jim Ross and The Undertaker, have also said that Dustin deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. They think Dustin's long career and his unique character, Goldust, made a big impact on wrestling, and I've oftentimes said my brother. I feel like he had more of an important role in the Attitude Era and moving forward. And I think he's extremely talented. I think I'd like to see that, not just because I believe he deserves it, which he does, but I'd love to see the family just more added. The Hall of Fame doesn't mean the same to everybody, if that makes any sense. To my family, the Hall of Fame is the thing, the title and then the Hall of Fame, Rhodes said in an interview with Fox News. He got over when he started playing Goldust in the WWE. Goldust was a very different character, with a strange and sometimes shocking look and personality. Even though some people thought it was too much, it became popular and helped make wrestling more edgy and exciting during the Attitude Era. He also won important titles like the Intercontinental Championship and different tag team titles during his time in WWE. Later in his career, he moved around to different wrestling companies, including WCW and TNA, and even returned to WWE a few times. More recently, he's been a big part of All Elite Wrestling (AEW), where he still wrestles. Cody Rhodes calls for veteran to receive WWE Hall of Fame induction. Cody Rhodes has discussed the WWE Hall of Fame and how one particular induction would mean a lot to him. A staple of WrestleMania weekend, the Hall of Fame recognizes major names from the wrestling business and wider worlds of sports and entertainment for their contributions to the industry. In 2025, Lex Luger, The Natural Disasters, Michelle McCool and Triple H are all set to be inducted, along with the first ever Immortal Moment that will honor the WrestleMania 13 match between Bret Hart and Steve Austin. While many of the biggest names from previous eras have been immortalized as inductees, there are still many acts that fans want to see inducted sooner rather than later. While speaking with Ryan Gaidos of Fox News, Rhodes spoke about what it would mean for his brother Dustin Rhodes to join his father Dusty Rhodes as an inductee, and I've oftentimes said my brother. I feel like he had more of an important role in the Attitude Era and moving forward. And I think he's extremely talented. I think I'd like to see that, not just because I believe he deserves it, which he does, but I'd love to see the family just more added. The Hall of Fame doesn't mean the same to everybody, if that makes any sense. To my family, the Hall of Fame is the thing, the title and then the Hall of Fame. My dad going in was such a huge deal. So, I'd love to see him joined by my brother. But yeah, Randy is somebody I've been thinking about a lot too. We got a lot of hopefully future Hall of Famers with us. Dusty Rhodes was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2007. Cody Rhodes looks ahead to WrestleMania 41. On April 20th, Rhodes will put the Undisputed Championship on the line against John Cena, who turned heel at Elimination Chamber by attacking the American Nightmare. During the same interview, Cody Rhodes gave his unique perspective on the upcoming match. Dusty Rhodes was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2007. Cody Rhodes looks ahead to WrestleMania 41. On April 20th, Rhodes will put the Undisputed Championship on the line against John Cena, who turned heel at Elimination Chamber by attacking the American Nightmare.